Hi Stampers, today we'll be making this Father's Day card and we'll be using two different coloured cardstocks. We'll be using Basic Grey and Marina Mist. This card is made out of Early Espresso and Old Olive. The t-shirt was designed by another stamper, but I converted it to what I wanted. I changed the measurements to make it bigger, and I also changed them from inches to centimetres. We'll be using the Best Dad Ever stamp set and the Stampin' Around jumbo wheel and a stars stamp that fits into that, but I'm not sure, it could be retired now, but I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll get started. We're going to take our Whisper White card base and using a scratch piece of paper, we're just going to ink up our jumbo stars, and we're going to start on the lower half of the card and press nice and hard when you roll this on so that you get a nicer transfer. And then we'll just do the other half. I'm not completely fussed if I miss a bit because it's going to have cardstock over the top of it. This you'll just see out the sides, and I'm happy with that. We're now going to put that one aside and we're going to bring in our Marina Mist piece of cardstock. This measures 13.5 by 9 centimetres, and we're just going to do the same thing for this. We're just going to roll it over the card twice. I left a blob, and then repeating that for the bottom part of the card. There we go. Now we're just going to put our wheel aside, and we're going to use a sponge, and we're just going to ink around the edges of these two pieces. There we go. We're now going to adhere the grey piece to the Whisper White, and then we're going to adhere the Marina Mist to the Basic Grey. And there we have the base of our card. We're now going to take another little white piece, and this piece measures, I'm just going to put it on a piece of Basic Grey. This piece measures 7 by 8 centimetres, and this will become our shirt. I'm going to get my cutter, and we're just going to cut this piece. I'll take you in. And we're going to cut this. We'll line it up with the 1 centimetre. Now we want to make sure that the 8 centimetres is going across and the 7 centimetres is going downwards. We'll now take our blade, and lining up at the 7, we're going to cut that 1.6 centimetres across. And then we're just going to take the blade over to the other side, and from the 0 we're going to cut 1.6 centimetres again. We're now going to turn our cardstock, and we're going to line this up at the 1/2 centimetre mark, just there. And from the centimetre on the side, we're just going to cut that straight down. Now we're just going to flip that over and repeat that on the other side. So go to the 1/2 centimetre mark, start your arrow on the side here at 1 centimetre and cut that straight down. And that is the base for our shirt. We will now take these two cut pieces and we're just going to bring these points together into the center and get them just to touch each other, and then we'll just press those down and create the crease, and that is our collar. We're then going to take a piece of paper, just Whisper White, and our 1 1/4 inch square punch, and we are just going to cut out 2 squares. There we go. And they will become our sleeves. We will now ink around these pieces before we adhere them all down. So using our Marina Mist, we're just going to ink around the edges. And there we go. When I've inked around the edges of the squares, I have done 2 sides and a little bit, and then just making sure that is going to line up. And then on the other one, I did the opposite sides and the edge, and that'll just get attached underneath. We're going to use 2 glue dots to hold the cuff down. But we're not going to put them right at the edge because we're going to add a tie onto this shirt, and we want to be able to push that tie up into place. So then we'll just connect those again and press down. We will now adhere our shirt sleeves on. From the tip of the corner, so the 2 corners meet, leaving about a couple of millimetre gap at the bottom. There is one sleeve. And then we'll do our second. And there we go. And that is the base for our shirt. We're now going to take the tie stamp set from the Best Ever Dad, and we're just going to pick which tie we want to use. I think I'm going to use the small polka dot tie here. So I'm just going to ink that up and move you back a little. There we go. I've inked about 3, but that's okay. They won't go to waste. And then we're just going to stamp that down. There we go. With a pair of scissors, we're now going to just cut around the edges of the tie we've chosen. And we're going to leave about a 2 millimetre gap just around the edge. And then we'll ink around that once we've finished. And this is what we end up with. We will now bring back our shirt, and just using tape we will adhere our tie down. And there we go. And now we can adhere this to our card. And there we go. We're now going to take a white piece of cardstock. Put that back on there. This measures 1.5 centimeters by 7 centimeters. And we're just going to take our sentiment. I've chosen the best dad ever. And I'm just going to stamp that as close to possible to the center. Ooh, whoops. Let's flip that over. Try that one again. Give that a bit of a wipe. I must have pressed down too hard on the pad. Yep. And there we go. We're now going to use our scissors, and we're just going to create, I guess it's banner ends to it. There's one. And there's the other. And then once again, we're just going to give that a bit of an ink over. We are now going to attach this to our card. And we're going to attach this using 3 glue dots. We're going to place 1 glue dot at one end, then another one in the middle, and then another one at the other end. And we're just going to, we're going to press one end down now, and then we're going to take our scissors and we're just going to hold that middle bit up and press down the center one, and then we're going to do the same with the last one. I'm going to raise that just a little, and then we're just going to press that down. Give them good presses just so they don't move. And then we've ended up with like a little mountain effect with our banner. And that is the card for today. I hope you liked it. Bye.